Hey everyone, Kelly Patrone here, and today I'm going to show you how to make some spiced roasted chickpeas at home. The first thing we're going to start out with is a can of chickpeas. So these are some organic chickpeas. I have them drained. I'm going to lay them out onto a sheet pan, and I have a sill pad on here, or you could line this with aluminum foil. That will be totally fine. A sill pad is really nice because it's reusable. I use this every single day. You can find them anywhere and nothing sticks to it. So you actually don't have to use like as much spray or anything. So I've got my sheet pan right here. I'm gonna dump these chickpeas out onto the sheet pan. This is 1 can. Roasted chickpeas are an awesome snack. Just a piece on, anytime. But what I love to do with these is throw them on top of a salad. They're a nice crunchy topping. They have a ton of healthy fiber in there, so keep you full, helps manage blood sugar. And they're just it's a really great way to increase your protein in a vegetarian and a vegan way. I've got the chickpeas. The next thing I'm gonna add is the fat source. We're gonna add olive oil, about 1/4 cup of olive oil. I'm not gonna measure this. You can add as much as you want. I just want everything totally covered. So, got all the chickpeas covered in the olive oil. I'm gonna run my hands through this in a second too. The next thing is all the spices. So all the spices, we're gonna start with some salt. Easy one. I'm not gonna add a ton of salt here, just a little bit. I would say that's like 1/8 of a teaspoon. So these beans that I'm using, they're not salt-free or anything, so they're nice and salty anyway in the can. Gonna add some black pepper, fresh black pepper. Next thing is garlic powder. Garlic powder is a lot better in this recipe than fresh garlic because fresh garlic will burn in here. So garlic powder. Next thing is cumin. So a nice little sprinkle of cumin. This gives you a really good warm flavor in the mouth, but it's not really spicy. So it makes it flavorful for everyone in case you have somebody in your house that doesn't like things really spicy. Next thing, turmeric. Nice bright orange, one of the healthiest spices that you can add. Turmeric is wonderful to reduce inflammation in the body. It's amazing in its properties. There's some studies that have shown it can reduce inflammation just as much as steroids. So it's a nice thing to add into the diet whenever you can. And then the star ingredient here is smoked paprika. A lot of people are like, what is that? It is just like traditional paprika, but it has a smoky background flavor to it. It is delicious, especially if you are doing a lot of vegetarian or vegan cooking where you're not having like animal protein that you can smoke and things like that to add flavor. I would compare this to the flavor of bacon. So whenever I'm making something vegetarian or vegan, I always add smoked paprika to give you that almost like umami flavor in there. So open it up. And I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit out. This is really strong, so I don't like to just like go for it. I'm gonna stick my hand in here and then sprinkle it on. I want it to really strongly flavor it, but this can go majorly overboard. Okay, everything's on here. All I need to do, I'm gonna move this up so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna take my hands and just cover everything, so just roll it all around. Okay. I've got my oven set to 350. So the oven is at 350. These chickpeas are all nice and covered. I'm gonna wipe my hands off real quick. And then I'm gonna place these in a 350-degree oven. It's gonna go for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna check it, because I swear when I make these, sometimes they cook really fast, and then sometimes it takes a lot longer. So 350, about 15 to 20 minutes. I'm gonna check it, and then I'll be back to show you the finished product. Okay, the chickpeas are done roasting. They were in the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes, so a little longer than I anticipated today, and that was at 350 degrees again. So they're still really warm. You can see them right here. I'm not gonna get it close so you can see. And I'm gonna add a little bit of salt while they're still ready and warm. All right, just add a little bit of salt so it'll stick. Ooh, not that much salt. No. Okay. There we go. And then they're ready to serve. I'm gonna let these cool on this sheet tray, and then you can just store them in an airtight container, add them to salads, just piece on them as is. I'll give one a try. Nice and crunchy, so good. All right, well, I hope you enjoy this recipe, and let me know how it goes for you. Have a good day.